Hey, what's up? My name is Nelson, and today I'm talking about In the Earth. Well, I am definitely a little bit late to the show on this movie, for sure. But I really wanted to, I saw it, and I really wanted to talk about it, so I decided, hey, why not? But, yeah, the storyline, I got my ups and downs with this film, but, the story is really cool and really compelling. It's, there's like this deadly virus that's kind of, overtaken the whole world. Our characters kind of go on this mission to reach, like, this test site. But basically, they're just trying to get to this research facility, this test site. And basically, these are two leads played by Joel Fry and Laura Torchia. And yeah, they're both really great in this movie. They have really great chemistry throughout this movie. And yeah, it's a real crazy journey between the two, and just like all these different hijinks and stuff that they get into, and all just a lot of crazy stuff. Like one of the characters gets a cut on their foot, but they end up meeting. He gets his foot cut. They end up meeting this guy, and it's kind of how, like, at the beginning of this movie, I think it really starts very well. To you meeting the characters and seeing where this world kind of is really cool, and just the chemistry between our two leads, it's there at times, it's not there at other times, but most of the time, the acting is very solid in this film, and the way when he does cut his foot, they use a lot of practical effects in this movie, and I respect that a lot. I especially, it's probably a low budget type film, I imagine, but there's no need to use too much CGI, and they don't use a whole lot of CGI, and when they do, it's done pretty well, I think. There is this scene in the movie. I don't want to get too much into it to spoil it. It has been out for months, but this is a non-spoiler review, so. But there's this scene in the movie that is just so intense, involving a guy with a bow, and it is just so intense. One of the most intense scenes I have actually seen all year, which is crazy. Definitely my favorite scene of the entire movie. But yeah, there's these scenes when our characters get they get distorted in their mind, and you see all these flashy lights and stuff. And I thought that's all I want to say about it. I know that sounds weird, but I really feel like that was really well done, and it made me feel so uneased. But and then the score for this movie is very chilling. There's a lot going on with the score. A lot of things you wouldn't. A lot of times the score is so. This feels like, oh, okay, it's unnecessary for this scene, but that made me feel weird, and like, I really felt like the score was used very well. But I do have my negatives throughout this movie. Some things that happen in this movie, it just seems unnatural. It just doesn't seem like it fits too well in the movie. Just some of the other characters in the movie, they just didn't seem. Some of the dialogue, it just didn't seem quite right. I didn't really care for the camera work too much. It seemed very jumpy and cut, and I didn't really care for that too much, and that it kind of bothered me. I hate the jump cut scenes throughout a movie, and I really don't like that. And there just isn't enough character development. I would have loved to see more character development and less of things being drug out throughout the movie. There's a lot of things that just get drug out throughout this movie. And I just would have liked to see a little bit more character development, a little bit more about our characters, a little more, maybe sit down and tell something about them. I knew nothing about these characters, and I wanted a little bit more of that. But overall, this wasn't too bad. I did really enjoy it. My score is going to be a 64%. But yeah, overall, pretty good. It's on Hulu. That's where I finally got to see it. I probably should have watched it a lot sooner because I did enjoy it a lot. But if you like what I'm doing on this channel, like and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram at NelsonReviews. Follow me on Letterboxd at Nelson48. Peace out.